Justice for Bossy. Deion Sanders' daughter Shelomi sparks family frenzy with viral TikTok as Coach Prime's hilarious parenting steals spotlight. When most people hear the name Deion Sanders, the first thing that comes to mind is the blinding charisma of Coach Prime, the Hall of Famer, and the man who redefined swagger both on the gridiron and on the sidelines. But for his 5 children, he's simply Dad, a fiercely devoted father with a flair for drama, a heart full of discipline and pride, and a deep, unwavering love that manifests in both sneaky jokes and Nike sneaker surprises. And if you want proof, look no further than his daughter Shelomi Sanders, who just reignited the family's playful antics with a hilarious TikTok that has social media calling for justice for Bossy. Beyond the field, the real Coach Prime. Behind the shades and bombastic press conferences, Deion Sanders wears another hat, that of a deeply engaged father. His life isn't just about winning football games or rebuilding college programs. It's about showing up, showing love, and showing the world what it looks like to parent with both heart and humor. While Shadur and Shiloh have followed him onto the football field, it's Shelomi, his youngest daughter, who's carving her own path on the basketball court, and, recently, through her savvy use of social media. That's exactly where this latest family saga unfolds. On TikTok, naturally. Shelomi Sanders, more than the coach's daughter, known for her spunky presence and activism, Shelomi Sanders is not just another athlete basking in her father's limelight. Currently a standout basketball player at Alabama A&M, she has made a name for herself both on and off the court. While her brothers dominate on the turf and in NFL headlines, Shelomi rules the hardwood and increasingly the internet. Her TikTok page, much like her personality, is equal parts humorous and heartfelt. She uses it to express herself, share glimpses into her life, and, occasionally, to roast her own family. All in good fun, of course. And that's what happened when Shelomi recently posted a video on her Instagram story and TikTok calling out none other than her legendary dad for alleged favoritism. Her caption? They sayin' #justice for Bossy, that's what they saying. Bossy, of course, is her nickname, and the internet couldn't get enough. Justice for Bossy. TikTok goes wild. In the now viral video, Shelomi jokingly accuses Deion Sanders of giving her siblings, particularly Shadur and Shiloh, preferential treatment. With comic timing and just the right amount of sass, she mock demands justice for being the so-called overlooked child. The TikTok served as a digital diary meets comedy skit, with classic Gen Z flair and a healthy dose of sarcasm. While the video was lighthearted, it also provided fans a rare peek into the loving yet mischievous dynamic of the Sanders family. It's a family that shares laughs as easily as they share legacy. For anyone unfamiliar with Deion's parenting style, the viral moment may raise eyebrows. But for longtime followers, this is prime Sanders behavior. The video isn't an attack. It's a tribute. It's Shelomi doing what every child with a famous parent dreams of, playfully calling them out while knowing they'll love you even more for it. Coach Prime, all about balance. While Deion Sanders is famous for his confident strut and outspoken leadership, he's just as intentional about equal love, support, and guidance for all his children. The idea that he plays favorites is, as the Sanders family would say, strictly part of the skit. In fact, Deion has gone out of his way time and again to show how deeply he values each of his children, regardless of whether they're in the spotlight. Exhibit A, the Nike Sneaker Club. Who could forget when Deion surprised Shelomi with a fresh pair of his custom, confidential Nike shoes? She responded with 4 unforgettable words. Been waiting for these. But what made the moment so wholesome wasn't just the gift. It was that Deion made sure all his children received the same pair, from Shadur and Shiloh to the youngest Sanders sibling. No one was left out. Because in Coach Prime's playbook, equality is not a suggestion, it's policy. Exhibit B, public praise. Deion's love isn't confined to sneakers and private gestures. He's just as quick to share praise publicly. Whether it's Shiloh's interception heroics, Shadur's quarterback command, or Shelomi's lockdown defense on the court, Deion celebrates his kids the way he celebrates life, loudly and proudly. On Valentine's Day, When social media tried to stir up chatter about Shelomi's dating life, Coach Prime didn't flinch. Instead, he surprised her with a thoughtful gesture that silenced the noise and reminded the world. Shelomi's got dad in her corner, always. Discipline, dedication, and dad jokes. Deion's parenting isn't all gifts and glamour. It's a blend of accountability and affection, a balance of old-school toughness and new-age understanding. He's been known to push his kids through grueling workouts, only to wrap it up with a heart-to-heart that leaves them stronger, mentally and emotionally. That's what makes Deion Sanders more than a coach and more than a dad. He's an architect of legacy, building children who can thrive with or without the weight of his name. And Shelomi? She's the perfect example of that balance. Shelomi's bigger purpose, beyond the court. Shelomi is more than just a basketball star. She's also a passionate advocate for social and environmental justice, a cause she recently took to the next level by joining forces with the Center for Rural Enterprise and Environmental Justice, CREJ. This wasn't your typical nil deal. Sure, her $299,000 nil roster already includes major brands like Savage X Fenty, Meta, and KFC. But her partnership with CREJ marked a clear shift. Shelomi wasn't chasing profit. She was chasing purpose. Fighting for clean water and equality. Through her work with CREJ, Shelomi has taken on the mission of addressing basic human rights, such as access to clean water and reliable sanitation, something many underserved American communities still lack. It's a cause she cares about deeply, and one she is determined to amplify using her platform. Deion's reaction? A simple folded hands medium dark skin tone emoji in the comments. But for those who know Coach Prime, that emoji speaks volumes. It's not just a dad co-signing his daughter's activism. It's a coach proud of a player who's changing the game outside the lines. A legacy in motion. Deion Sanders has built a brand, a movement, and a culture around prime time. But his greatest legacy may be the one he's building within the walls of his home. From the discipline he instills to the confidence he cultivates, Deion's children are thriving not just in sports, but in life. And Shelomi? She may be demanding justice in jest, but the truth is, she's already received something far more valuable. A father who champions her not for what she does, but for who she is. A family that laughs together. The beauty of the Sanders family isn't in perfection. It's in authenticity. They argue, they tease, they go viral. But most importantly, they show up for one another in locker rooms, on TikTok, or in moments of quiet encouragement. The Justice for Bossy video might have started as a joke, but it's a reminder of something deeper, that in a world where fame often fractures families, the Sanders clan remains tight-knit, dynamic, and delightfully unpredictable. And that, more than anything, is why fans keep watching. Not just for touchdowns or basketball scores, but for these moments of pure, unfiltered, prime family gold.